Hi everybody, Hal Weeks for Stalking the Wild Auto Harp. This is the third time I have remade this video. Actually the second time I've remade it. The first time was the first time, then I remade it. Now I have to remake it again for reasons that I'm not even going to go into. But this is a follow-up to the Foxworthy comedy takeoff that I posted. You might need auto harp lessons if thing that I posted about, I don't know, a month ago. Because I've had to remake it so many times, it's taken me this long to get around to posting it. The follow-up. The follow-up is a more serious look at why lessons, individual lessons right here from this very spot with me might be better for you than just learning from my Stalking the Wild Auto Harp videos. Of course, you can learn from my Stalking the Wild Auto Harp videos. It's all out there for you to peruse and to wade through and find what you need. But I have 6 points that I want to make that might help you if you're like on the fence about whether or not you want to do lessons. So first of all, let me say that I am self-taught. I learned, I was a musician for like 17, 18 years before I started the auto harp. And I started the auto harp back in '87. I've been playing for quite some time, and that's going to enter into all this. But I sort of knew how to learn and how to apply musical techniques to the auto harp. And that helped me to be self-taught. I was used to teaching myself instruments. And when it's your second, third instrument, you might well know how to do that too. But it's taken me, I had to learn a lot of things sort of the wrong way and why they were wrong, and then learn to undo them. And that took a long time to do. Here's my 6 reasons. Reason number 1 is accountability. If you struggle with sitting down and getting the work done of learning a new instrument, learning to play the auto harp, and you want the accountability of somebody to meet with on a regular basis, come and meet with me once a week for half an hour, and it will keep you what I call on the rails with your learning process. Reason number 2 is the feedback that I can give you when I watch you. I can, typically I will give you a technique to work on for a week, and then I come back with you a week later and I watch you do that, and I can make adjustments. Maybe that you're not seeing, like, your wrist is tight or it's in the wrong angle or something like this, and I can give you that one-on-one feedback. Number 3 is what I call what's next, and that is when I'm watching you play, I can sort of go, oh, she's right at that place where if she just does this thing, then everything's going to open up for her, and suddenly she's going to go from here to here, and she'll have that aha moment. And so I can guide you into making that discovery by watching you and helping you along there. And if you don't have that, you'll make it eventually, I'm sure, but you'll veer off into other pursuits and other things that you're doing, and you won't make that discovery for a while yet. And I can help sort of point you to that. So that's my number 3, what's next reason. Number 4, individual adjustments, which is sort of like the first point that I made, or the second point, feedback, but also individual accommodation. Looking at you, maybe you're having trouble with the angles of the instrument because of the size of your torso or the length of your arms, or you have needs around, say, your arthritis, and you need to play in a slightly different position, and I can help you find that sort of happy place where you're comfortable and you're able to play more successfully. And I put here in my note, I'm looking at my notes, you never know what you don't know. So that's reason number 4. Reason number 5, a gig. This has 2 facets. A gig, number 1, is that if you're not going out, if you have no driving element to keep you working towards your goals like a gig does, a lesson can be a stand-in for that gig. Now, if I was doing one-on-one in-person lessons, and I have some people who come and work with me right here, but we would have a recital. Remember that? Maybe your kids had music lessons, or you had music lessons back in the day, and you always had that, the Christmas recital I have to get ready for, or the spring recital, and that was something to kind of make you sweat a little bit, and you would practice and get ready for that, and that is what then drives independent musicians, because they have this gig coming up. And so a lesson can be a stand-in for a gig. And also, sometimes in lesson land, I will do an online recital where a bunch of us get together, say around holiday time or in the spring, and come and play a song for everybody. So that you have a distinct goal to work toward. The other way that this works is that when it comes time for you to go out into the community, say to a local, to be part of a local jam, or go to senior homes or retirement communities, or maybe you're banding together with some other people and you want to go to the senior center, or what have you. I can help you along those lines, and I can also help you know how to go into a jam where there's a bunch of people that you don't know, and sort of read the room and figure out if this is where you want to be and why. And what are the unwritten rules that you're not handed a piece of paper that says, here's how we operate, and here's our songs. How do you navigate all that? And how do you go in and stand in the back? And, I can help you find that. I can help you, find community jams, community groups. In some areas, there's auto harp clubs. How to put that together, maybe. And other ideas of how to proceed getting some community involvement and plugging in, so that you have that accountability factor towards your own to drive you musically. And that's part of music lessons, and I can help you navigate that. So that's reason number 5, a gig. Number 6, experience. I started playing at age 26, and I've had almost 40 years of experience with playing and teaching, and I learned things a long time ago that were like, I was doing it wrong and I didn't know, and now through my own experience in playing and also working here, as far as the maintenance on your instrument, being able to do it yourself, how to do it the right way and avoid the pitfalls of doing it wrong. I have the experience to help you learn how to do this, and that's what I do, is I help people to help themselves. Teach a man to fish. And so there you go. There's my 6 reasons for why lessons live in person here might be better than just fumbling through my videos and doing it yourself without any accountability or what have you. So there it is. Give that some thought. If you want some lessons, contact me through my website, halweeks.com. There's a lessons page, and if you scroll down on that, it'll have a link for how to reach me, and you can send me a contact page, through my contacts page, and we can set up a weekly meeting for you right from this spot. I also have some eves and some weekends these days. So don't be afraid to ask after that if you're a working Joe like me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time and giving me your time when you watch my videos. I never say it, but remember to like and remember to subscribe. I have a Patreon over on patreon.com. I've got the wrong harp in my hand, and that one hasn't been tuned yet. Patreon.com/HalWeeks. If you want to give a little bit back for all I'm giving to you for free, I would very much appreciate that. And I totally appreciate those who are already giving. So I'll take you out with South Wind, just like we came in. Bye-bye, everybody.